It's been a long time since I've last played an Yume Nikki Fangame, and with the Dream Diary Jam 2021 not that far away, we thought I'd get ourselves back into the routine by playing one of these games again. This is Silent Infinity, a water-themed Yume Nikki Fangame as it looks like. Silent Infinity being the ocean itself in which you can't hear yourself scream as you drown intensely into the oceans of the silent infinity that is the ocean itself. Only the waves will be able to emit any kind of noise whatsoever in the depths of what is the ocean. Also, this is my second time trying to record this video because the previous time my audio went up to 100%, but I found a permanent fix for that and it will not happen again on the channel. Begin this adventure. You'll be able to find this game down in the description below. Controls, move arrow keys, confirm Z, space or enter, cancel the menu, X or escape, and game flow, my room, to a bed, to a dreaming, to then wake up by pressing the 9 key, and be able to save the game. You'll be able to go to the computer in order to do that. Dreaming, check characters and objects to find effects while dreaming. Activate effects to gain new abilities. Effects actions are used with 1 key. Lovely. And this is what you would call a very beautiful scenario. We're much bigger than we normally would be in a Yume Nikki Fangame. Okay, images. So we start off with 2 images. Umi Heart, illustration by Mitsun, who is the developer of this game. Male. No male. Obviously because we have not yet played the game. Deep Treasure. Okay, this is a little mini game, it would seem. Level 1. So I think this is kind of like Pac-Man-esque sort of a mini game where you have to avoid all of these enemies and hopefully you won't die, but we're just going to have ourselves a very bad time. If we keep dying, I'm just not going to progress through because some mini games are built in a way that makes them obscenely hard. We couldn't even gone down there because of red octopus pain and the yellow monster's going to kill me. Personal accomplishment, we've done it. We have made it past the first level. Can we make it past level 2? If we do not, then that doesn't matter. Unless, of course, there's some hidden secret about this game which you can only unlock by playing this minigame in itself. Oh gosh, that yellow monster's... It was going to corner me anyways. It was going to fathom out if I was going that way. So, unfortunately, I cannot do that. Okay, let's go outside and see what there is. So, this is the bustling city life. Excellent. And the balcony as well. The typical balcony that we usually find in these games. You don't want to go out? I don't blame you. Going out there, you never know what is going to be out there. The only time you would opt to want to go out is by moving houses. Oh my gosh. It really is aquatic themed, isn't it? We're literally in the Bikini Bottom sort of theme where we are literally underwater. But then you'll find another set of water in the water in which the sea creatures will then drown because it's the next stage of water. I'm reading too much into this, I know. Go to bed. Sometimes there's secrets when you go into bed. Like when you go into the bed, there's like a random chance of something happening based on the time in which you go into it. But there's like a fixed chance of something happening. Oh my god, look at those eyes just staring at us. Those horrific eyes. Blue eyes. You would think that red eyes are more petrified, but that can be just as disturbing. Being within the deep blue sea. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so I imagine that effects will be stored here then. Like, when you've collected all 12, you have to deposit them there, and then an ending will transpire. So we'll do it clockwise round, so we'll start from 1 o'clock and go from there, etc, etc. This is quite a fossilized world, isn't it, with all these bones about, and these rib cages are definitely not of a human. Like, a single bone in here is bigger than the human itself. So it's got to be a dinosaur or something. It could even be too small to be an elephant, sorry. And there's something in that eye. Hello? You're following me around everywhere I go. It's not random. It's tracking my movements. Hope you have a great time in your little home, little buddy. Sounds like someone's sawing in the background with a tenon saw or a hacksaw, just hacking away at whatever it is that they're cutting through. If I say hacking away, then it'll be more likely to be a hacksaw. Or indeed a tenon saw, but they're giving it a good hacking anyways. And then there's a little skull buddy here. Where does this place go to? Okay, so we've got this little dining area here which people can eat on. I presume we're on a ship, actually. I know, I should know these things because I tried to record this morning, but now it's 10 past 4 in the afternoon when I'm next be able to do a recording session, because my computer is like that. Technology is never with you at times, and when you want it to be with you, it just is not. So we had some images in the computer, and what's really nice about this particular game is that when you interact with stuff and get effects, yada yada, you get new images in the computer itself to witness, which is such a wonderful thing to have. Like, going everywhere and knowing that your journeys are not entirely inconsequential from aside from the fact of viewing everything and stuff like that. So we've got night vision, and with this, equip night vision goggles. Oh, okay. That's a lovely feature, having like an aquatic theme transformation there. That is excellent. If you're going for a theme, make sure to hit it real hard. And we don't need night vision at this point in time because it is already bright enough as it is. But having themes thematically work is so good. And visually and effect-wise, this is one of my favourite Yume Nikki Fangame so far. And this is made in an engine which I don't prefer, but the developers have done it incredibly well with this game in this engine. And this is the front of a ship. Excellent. And now this world, which I'm going to say right now, these trees are excellently drawn if it was a developer who did it. But regardless of who did it, these are excellently drawn trees. Like, there's a few different varieties in here as well, which is nice. It's not nice just to have one kind of tree in here and only that, but it's just slightly edited so that it accommodates to the light proportions of everything else that's around it. There's a heart up there. Oh! You don't break that then. And I seem to be stuck in one of these scenarios where I'm trapped. Oh dear, looks like I'm going to need to wake up to break out of this reality. On the plus side of not being able to go anywheres, we got some new images. So we got this guy, which gave us the night vision thing. This was probably when we was looking at the front of a ship. And Avian was that winged creature that we saw. That also looked like an owl. It looks like a Hootoo's actually from Pokemon without the extended wings. And then Abyss, which I imagine we got when we went into the Abyss from that creature killing us outright from that portion of a dream. Male. Oh wait, music first. There are some music pieces here. And it's got different... Okay, that's definitely a confirmation because that's what we heard of. Minigame, C6. So I imagine there's a 3 and there's a 3, there's a 4 and a 5. Possibly. But there's also male here too. So we've got, hey, it's been a while since you moved. How have you adjusted to living in the city? Pretty well, pretty well. Everybody is kept to themselves. Please don't be sad. We can still be friends. I wonder if that's from the horrific twisted entity that took us into the Abyss. Like, it could be a representation of a bully that was once a bully in the protagonist's past, but can still be friends. Please don't be sad, we can still be friends. So, like, maybe the protagonist did something, and then, as, like, retribution, she got told off and stuff like that, but still wants to be friend with this character. Umitsuki, like, emitting a signal of sorts into the lucid world. There's a little bit blank here. Like, there could be, like, some writing on here which, like, indicates what kind of person that she is, or it could have, like, a progression bar to, like, how many effects have we collected and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't need to actually give the number of effects because it's already indicated by the location which you need to place the effects in order to get the ending of this game. But there could be multiple endings. This world is not very big, but it's very easy to get lost in and repeat the same way of going over and over again. Like, if you want to try and go somewhere different, but it's very difficult to do so because you're literally just following the same path over and over again. So you're stuck in an infinite loop. And if you've watched an Yume Nikki Fangame Let's Play of me before, you know that I really love circles. Going around in the same spot over and over again is an absolute delight, because you make no progression. Oh, what's this over here? It's a creepy thing over here. I'm gonna need a weapon for you. And unfortunately that is based within one of the other Nexus doors. How do we get to you though? Unless you are the one who is protected by that monstrosity. That could be the case. Oh, the broken heart that we interacted with last time. But we can still be friends, right? Spark Underground, let's see. Oh, it's like a sundial sort of thing. Really nice. So let's see what's up here then. There could be 4 different entryways. And it's a snowy environment. Hell yeah. What's in house number 2? Because we already went in house number 1. Anything from you? Anything? Well, it's a good thing we interact with you, because it could unlock something. Something bizarre. Some CG wonders. Let's see. Camouflage. And here it could be very good, considering all things. So we got this. And we can melt into the lake. We are a Vaporeon. Lovely. I love this, actually. I love thematically appropriate effects that fits very well with the theme of the game. Oh! We're nearly matching the speed of the snowflakes falling down. We've got a little house here, and we can't go in there either because it's locked, or she just does not want to go in there. We need to be small to fit into that little space, so I imagine we have to come back here later with an item that shrinks our size so that we can go in there then. Hello? How are you doing, three-eyed monster? So at times there can be a break in the ice, and we will be able to encounter a monster of sorts. I don't think that is the only one which we can see in here. Speaking of another monster, here's another one. Like, look at you. Not even your own mother loved you. Right, we went from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Now let's go from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Let's go down here, and that's like a beach aquatic cliff themed scenario with a flying shark whale. What the hell? That thing is enormous. I do not want to be body slammed. Oh no. MV is doing... No, JavaScript is doing that thing again where I can move, but the graphics won't move with me. Oh, for goodness sakes. I hate JavaScript. Well, at least there's a Nexus door. I didn't even realise it by this. I think it's a Nexus door, is it? It is a Nexus door. Okay, we're back here, and we're not frozen like this ice scenario, which is frozen, if you get what I mean. Because there's a sliding floor, you can go either way. And... wow, you rock, Skelly. Got ourselves a pair of headphones. Now we can listen to the music that we've always been jingling to. Anyways, enough giving myself a headache. Let us move on. Not like that, though. So we're done 3 o'clock, question mark, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Now we're going to go to 9 o'clock on this sundial. And I love the Halloween purpley moon in the background, along with these shrooms. Don't eat shrooms. Don't just eat shrooms that you found from the ground. No, just buy the ones that you find in store, or unless you're an expert in mushrooms and you know exactly which mushrooms are safe and which ones are not safe, do not just eat any random old mushroom. And they always look more suspicious if they're purple. For goodness sakes, they look venomous. Or maybe it's just hue and the purple is not its true colour. May never know. Oh, friend and hair dye. So I was supposed to say head dye. Well, it's definitely hair dye. And we got our hair similarly that you do. Broke the game by over-interaction with a single character. Oh no, there's a heart there. What do we do if we break it? We broke one heart, now we've broken another heart. What does this alleyway go to? Oh, it's a... oh, hi there. Hope you're having a lovely day. Save and images. So we've got ourselves... Takuro, and Samar. What is a Samar? Or who is Samar? We've got Tranquil there. Abyss there. False Promise. I love the fact that when you... Oh, that is really cute. Died Duo. I like the fact that when you interact with stuff and go to certain places, you get a little reward for it, which I find to be truly wonderful. Let's see. Says new mail. Oh, I've yet to actually open them up, that's why. So with both of those two... Well, listen. Remember when we used to climb the old lighthouse? You always try to touch the light. and singe your hands in the process. Silly girl. Do not interact with the heart again. Have we not learned from the previous time that touching blue hearts is a very, very bad thing to do? It'll make it weep and rain, and an evil entity might come and kill ya, or send you somewhere else within your own dream. That's the thing about dreams. You don't control everything that's within it, only a portion of it. Oh, hi, look, Chris. My god. Oh dear, now we're in some sort of demonic world plagued by our own negativity and stuff like that. Everything that you've ever thought of that is negative is transmitted into this world, and this world will personify your negativity and make it even more worse. Even worse than what it is before. Oh my god, that sea creature, that sea fish with that huge grin. No thank you. Nobody wants to come and pet you. Only somebody who is oblivious will want to pet you, and this place, where does it go? It goes into a dock-like scenario, which could also be a red maze-like scenario. Oh no, not one of these creatures. I've already tried to deal with you in the last time around. Alcoholism. Something should be here then, but obviously it is not. There's something which we could get to. I think that's a promising feature. You know, there's only one of them. We could possibly get to it if we can find a place where we need to actually get it to get there. I think that makes sense. Possibly. It might not. We need to find a route to get there. And that is what you'd call a success and an aquatic scenario. Hell yeah. And the path itself is very designated. And we shall go down here and see what is down this little path of sea coral, or just coral in general. And this is a very interesting world. So we've got a number 4 here, which is probably a lobster or crab. And then number 1 here, which is most definitely a crab, so the other one is definitely a lobster. Or the other way around. Differences between crabs and lobsters, for goodness sakes. Number 2 looks like a fish, and then we just needed to find a number 3 and we can interact with a little something over here. I already know what it is, but I just want you guys to see it for yourselves. And this is number 3, a little eel here. It's quite hard to see actually in comparison to everything else. It looks like it blends in with the seaweed, but number 1s, 2 and 4 are very different shaped, but the eel, oh my god, that was a big lag frame there. Like, I think the engine is struggling to deal with the processes that are happening within this game. So we've got 1 is a crab, 2 as a fish, number 3 is an eel, and number 4 is a lobster. Now, don't try and look for like an exact shape, just think of these different creatures and the primary colour that they would be associated with. So you think that crabs and lobsters would be red, the fish itself would be blue, and the eel would be yellow or green. Hello. And you are absolutely attractive, dear mannequin. And we go into an undead version of this world. And this is really horrific. Like, not gonna lie, this is quite a horrific scenario. And that was what we saw earlier in order to get here originally from the Blue Maze Dock. Yeah, that's the official canon name for that world. The Blue Maze Dock. Like, this scenery is just so eerie in a way. And this is a man that obviously, you know what, but they're presented as being upside down. But the rock itself is on the ground. So that is a very interesting perspective. It could be that they're floating and this is the bottom of the ocean. they're literally dangling and floating where they would normally be going upwards. So it's not the fact that they're defying gravity, it's just the fact that it's underwater and therefore they're kind of just dangling in position there. Very, very haunting. Very eerie. And all these different gravestones are probably a representation of everyone that died. And therefore the spirits are just restless in their own ways. But I think we need another effect in order to make do with that crystal-shaped object that's within the undead world, because there's nothing else in there. Back in here, so let's go north rather than south this time along this bubbly path. Oh, this purple looks like a heart shape. That's really nice. Some things that you don't always just see on the first time around, but we get a good look at it, you're thinking, that could mean something. And that was definitely a heart. And we got ourselves a lily pad world over here. What did we all do? Oh no. Is that a Nexus door? Oh, that's a Nexus door. Oh, don't just love the wonders of Nexus doors. And that was really close to that other door. So if you literally just go north there, you're guaranteed to find a path. What's this over here? We got ourselves sneakers. Can we go fast in these sneakers? Go fast, sneakers! And we can bounce as well with these sneakers. Lovely. Keep moving. I need to get to that. And okay, I've not been here before, and I did not find those pair of sneakers in my first attempt of recording this video. So I'm really grateful for that. There's a nice skyline over here and stuff like that. It's like a contrary to the waters which we're used to, which is always blue and a bit of green, whereas this is orange and brown, which is a nice contrary to what we're used to in an aquatic themed game. And also we're really high up as well. It's like we're on girders and stuff like that. Hello! This brings us back, oh no, into the blue maze. Just what I always want, to be back into this place, but at least now we got some movement speed increase. That was a close call with that guy who do not want to be anywhere near it. Although perhaps we might get a thing if we do get collided by it. An image, an email, something. I don't want to die though. Oh my god, there's another close encounter. You know what? I've had enough of this world anyways. And we end up on a single lily pad. Oh no. Images. We got a few new images in here, it must be. So we got Girl of the Sea, Skyline, Downpour, and Numbing. That's quite new. Oh, we've already seen Alien, and I think the others we've already seen before. Okay, save up for the moment. Right, let's go and explore the second Nexus door, since I think we did most, if not everything from there. And now we're presented with a red, like, oh! Harpoon. We could potentially stab something or someone with this. And this little hattage here. Oh gosh, we're in a submarine and it's code red. So what if we went up again? Okay. Very interesting world. We're in a submarine. What if we change the warning color? Okay, so this is one color. So what if we change it to blue? If we can get there, that is. Yep, change it to blue. And what happens now? I think it's best if we go back down here. I'm not having it in there, for goodness sakes. We're going to change to green and then go through what looks like the shower rooms. Although submarines usually tend to be... Wait a minute, I just realised that the rain effect is permanent. The rain effect should not be permanent, for goodness... Oh. We're wrong about that. It's just raining within this... Okay, sometimes it rains in the submarine and other times it doesn't. When it's raining in the submarine, that's usually a very bad indicator because it tells us it's leaking rather than anything else. Let's see, a sparkle here. And a world which... Oh my gosh, which has these guys. Let's try and avoid them if we can. And another... Oh my god, there's a skeleton in the background there. That is not disturbing to say the least. Oh. Went to the top of the lighthouse. This is part of that mail, actually. Oh, I need to go around. Oh, but we get to enjoy the journey of going up the lighthouse once more. I need to go around and see the Grim Reaper. Found beacon from the Grim Reaper. This is that, like, the night vision, though. Beacon. Would it return to a beacon of hope? Okay. So it's kind of like a traffic light sort of thing, where they stop if you don't have a beacon on you. Okay. Need to come this way and not interact with me, thank you very much. So that's a safety item rather than a light item kind of thing. If you turn your beacon off, then obviously they wouldn't be able to see the beacon itself. Lovely days. And they can use an opportunity to then get away. Sneakers are more preferable, outrun by speed rather than sneakiness. And the beacon is a very sneaky item. Right, I think we've done everything that we can in there. If there is another secret in there, then please let me know down in the comment section below. That is the best place to let me know about stuff and what you like about the video and what I can do to improve in future videos. I think this will be the last section, or one of the last sections, before we put this video to rest at this point in time. But this has been, so far, an absolutely wonderful adventure. I love the thematics throughout this particular Yume Nikki Fangame. There are some which kind of like has a lot of themes going on, but none of them kind of really make any sense because they're trying to do so many different things at the same time. But this has a few very different themes, but they all coexist alongside one another as like, they all go together, but then there are other things which are like opposites, which I really like. If they're kind of like very similar, but also different in their own ways, it's kind of like, they clash, but they don't really go well with each other because they don't either are contraries or they're not thematically the same. So it's like the skyline one, that goes very well with like underwater because they're both different heights. They're like opposite heights. One of them's high up and this is very low into the ocean. But this is the skyline is really high up. And hi there. What would happen if I stab you? Okay. Sometimes you get coins if that is the case. Another sparkle. Hello? What is it with this? Oh, you might need to move these things. Aha. It's a moving sort of thing. And we can't... Let's try that one again then, but try and do it from a different perspective. So push that one there, and then you just need to navigate around like that. Oh, what a party this is. What's with all these creatures? I like the fact that all this exists because it's so mysterious and the different sounds that they're making as well. Perhaps I'm going too fast for all of you. Hello. And I don't think I can actually be here. Like, considering all things, I think we're definitely of the underage thing. But there are 2 pints there and 1 person there. Right, folks, this is where we're going to end things off at this point in time within the game. This is a wonderful, not emotional, a wonderful visual and imaginative experience. I love the theming of this game of underwater stuff, while at the same time there are also things like the skyline which are literally a contrary of that. I love the game so far. We've got day and night. We never saw a night version of this lighthouse, so I wonder if you can access that elsewhere. Entity, okie dokie, very pleading like, and nowhere else. I'm surprised we haven't unlocked any other images yet. Which one do I like most? I personally really like this one. I think it's just so cute. Right, folks, we're going to end our things here at the moment. If you enjoy this game, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and play this game for yourselves. You'll be able to find a link down in the description below where you'll be able to play this game for yourselves for absolutely no money other than the love and joy for these kind of games. Thank you so much for watching, see you all in the next time of Silent Infinity. But beforehand, we have some unread mail. When is your next doctor's appointment? Okay. That's a bit of a particular spin on these sort of things. So, would the protagonist be undergoing some kind of medical treatment? Remember that guy at the cemetery? That one wearing the jacket? Yeah, what about him? Hey sis, Dad got caught drunk driving again. Oh dear. That explains the big bottle in the ocean. I wonder if he's ever going to stop this kind of stuff. Yeah, adult stuff is I will hurt you. What? Okay, so that's reminiscent to the lighthouse we went up to. Please don't be sad, we can still be friends. And I will hurt you. So these could all be in order in a way. Yeah, another thing as well that just popped into my mind is the frameness in the game that could use a bit of work by putting less strain on the processes of the engine itself. Like, when you're moving about, you can get a lot of lag. And I doubt that is a computer thing, because I can run games which in 2018 were like the peak of like their specs on this computer that I have. But at the moment, it's an engine thing, not a computer thing, it's an engine thing. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you all in the next time of Silent Infinity. We shall continue with this descent down into more of this Silent Infinity in the next time around. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.